Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Got this nice picture here of Epstein looking over Trump, watching over him, making sure that Trump's okay, and reminding Trump that he needs to release the files. You know, because we're allowing Trump to try to change. Well, he's trying to change the narrative as much as he possibly can. But while Trump tries to change the narrative, don't forget that we're still owed the Epstein files. Don't forget. Hey, Michael, good morning. Thank you for the share. Don't forget that Donald Trump still owes us the Epstein files. He ran on releasing them. Pam Bondi said she had the list. Dan Bongino said he would release them. Kash Patel said that he would release them. And not one peep out of not one of them. Hey, Charles, good morning. I agree. It's got to be on it somewhere. Because who works that hard to hide information that you're not a part of? And again, Trump told MAGA Bill Clinton's in there or Barack Obama. So why is he protecting Bill Clinton and Barack Obama? They're his enemies. Hey, Eileen, how are you? Eileen. Oh, Eileen. I want to make sure I say your name correctly. Good morning to you, beautiful. So I'm asking, like, good morning, watch for lightning. Yeah, we had a lot of storms yesterday, Lily. Yesterday evening, once I got off live, it was raining like crazy. And that's probably due to that tornado. That hurricane that's moving on the side of the coast. Rick, nobody can see you. Rick got up early this morning thinking about a man. The first thing out his mouth this morning was men. Now, it makes sense for me. I'm a whole lady, right? So I should be thinking about men when I get up in the morning. But, yeah. Like I said, and just how Trump said that he had put Epstein out, he lied. He lied. When Trump found out about Epstein doing that thing, Epstein was still a member of the club consistently. Was still a member. Oh, that's 2 blocks this morning already. Don't forget to check out the link in my bio for your Bliggity Block merchandise. Thank you, Macca. That's 2. It's probably the same person. I blocked him the first time and he came back again. Yeah, come on, y'all know better. Are we turning into a North Korea type of country? Yeah, you're getting close to where you can't have an opinion. The only opinion you can have is the one the government gives to you. Republicans. Remember, Republicans told you they were the party of small government. But their government polices your library and what books you can read. Their government minds your bathroom. They're in your bedroom. They're in your refrigerator, your car, your pantry, your business. They're everywhere. Republicans lied to you. They are not about freedom at all. You're free to only do the shit they allow you to do. That's it. That's all you're free to do. And like I tell folks, I run my live like that. Donald, you're not free to have an opinion here. Go to another live. Bye. That's number 3. I don't understand why MAGA comes to my lives and expects me to be more accommodating than Trump. Y'all, listen, that's why I'm like, bravo, Gavin Newsom. Finally, somebody started taking a page out of my fucking book. See, the way you get to MAGA is by trolling MAGA. You got to be more MAGA than MAGA. And what have I been telling y'all for months? I am more conservative than any conservative they've ever met. Hey, Nessa Bessa, good morning, beautiful. I am more conservative than any conservative that most of them have ever met. That's why when they come to my lives, they're really thrown off by me being like, you can't do that here. You can't do that. Oh, no, you can't do that here. You can't do that here. Because I'm not going to allow it. Why? Go in conservative circles and talk with them about it. I won't allow it. Look, there's number 4. I guess he thought he was going to get away with it too. No, you're not. Hey, Cassie B, good morning. Let me stop for a second and say good morning to everybody. Thank you so much. And Yolanda, yes, you have to do the same thing. I've been telling everybody that for months. If you want to get to MAGA, out MAGA, MAGA. Their asses don't know how to process that shit. When they start talking like, I'm so glad about what Trump did. Y'all ain't never hear me. I'm glad too. I'm glad he cut all that shit. I am so glad. I'm tired of taking care of fucking Kansas, Kentucky, Iowa, Georgia, Tennessee. I'm tired of taking care of them. Them motherfuckers need to work. Listen, honey, when you say it like that, they're like, well, I didn't mean it that way. And then I'm like, but I did. I don't take that shit back. I don't take it back. Y'all heard me. I can't wait till Medicaid and Medicare starts confiscating that medical equipment. Do you understand how hard I pray to Republican Jesus that the batteries on those mobilized scooters go out and can't be replaced through the tariffs? What? I have no sympathy for these people. Oh, they laid off steel workers in Michigan. That's not good. But again, didn't Michigan, who did Michigan go to? Hold on. Let me see. Michigan election. Who did Michigan vote for? Oh yes, don't forget Trump's in the Epstein files. Yeah, reverse psychology, Anna, is what's going to get them. Y'all not going to get them by trying to have sensible conversations. It's just not possible. It's not possible because you're trying to rationalize irrational logic, right? Donald Trump has been married 4 times. The Party of Family Values is behind a guy that's been married 4 times and cheated on every single one of those wives. This is the Party of Family Values. So y'all trying to make sense. No, you can't make sense with that. So you've got to lean into it. Because leaning, and they're never going to admit to you when you say something that forces them to think about the shit in another way. I'm telling you, they're not going to say nothing. They're going to go away and they're going to think about it on their own. But trust me, what you said will remain implanted in their brain. Trust me. What's getting to MAGA about Newsom is he just turned a mirror on them. He just turned a mirror on them. That's all. And they don't like their reflection, beloved. They don't like their reflection. So what they'll do is they'll try to avoid it for a while. But what I love about Gavin Newsom is he's smart. He's not letting up. This needs to be your playbook. If Republicans come ridiculous, match their ridiculous. What do I tell y'all? Anybody want to match my freak? What I tell y'all? That's what it is. So bravo to Gavin Newsom. Hopefully some other Democrats wake the fuck up and start doing it too. You got to start leaning into it too. You have to lean into it too. And sometimes that's going to require you to talk about the electorate in a way that you've never talked about them, calling them out about their lack of education, their lack of compassion, their lack of understanding, their lack of tribalism. Call them out. You have to call them out. Because if you don't call them out, they keep doing it. And they keep doing it. Yeah, I'm up early this morning, Oscar, because remember I told you guys I had an appointment this morning for the doctor to check out my leg where my cat did it. So I have to get out of here around the time I would be coming on. So I said I'd just get on early this morning and go ahead and do it instead of, because I had a lot to talk about anyway. Because you know that Trump is still crashing out. And I want to remind y'all that our government rolled out the red carpet, made our military service members roll out the red carpet on American soil for our adversary, Vladimir Putin. But when Zelensky came and other EU leaders, they didn't get a red carpet. Yep, Anna, don't try to educate. Just lean in. I lean into it. I'll be like, yeah, I'm so glad they closed the Department of Education. I can't wait till they put special needs children back into special classrooms all by themselves and just lock them in there and not teach them nothing. You know how many conservative women have special needs kids and didn't even understand that the federal government are the ones that provide the care and services to special needs children. They don't even know how their own school systems work. But they mad at the Department of Education. No, be mad. Go in your bathroom, look in the fucking mirror, and that's who you should be mad at. You. Not the school system. You. Because your school system is a reflection of you and your participation or no participation. It says you live in one of the states that sent, oh, Anna. Listen, Anna, we don't charge it to the heart of everybody that lives in those places. You know what I'm saying? We don't, Anna. We don't. Because we know that, again, we know that your governor needs disaster relief funding because Trump didn't give enough money back. So we know how that goes. Trump going Trump because Trump trying to get you to forget about these Epstein files. Don't forget about the Epstein files. Hey, Zarvis, good morning, handsome. Don't forget about those Epstein files, y'all. See, all of these distractions, and Republicans too. I keep telling you, the Republican Party, they're all in it together. Because none of them want the shit exposed. So I told y'all this goes a lot deeper than you think. None of them want it exposed. Elizabeth said her office is currently hiring remote workers, offering $1,000 a week, and they provide equipment too. Well, Elizabeth, unfortunately, I don't believe that, baby. You have 108 followers. If that was the case, you'd have a lot more going on. Biggity block and another one. Like DJ Khaled and another one. I think that was 5. Thank you all for joining me so much this morning. If you could do me a favor and tap that like button for me, that I greatly appreciate it. That boosts the live for me. And if you could tap that share button. Now, I'm going to show y'all something. Y'all going to laugh y'all ass off. Gavin Newsom's team again yesterday. Look, y'all. Look, y'all. Gavin Newsom is not letting up off at all. And he shouldn't. Don't let up off. Stay on their fucking necks. Because the thing with MAGA is this. As soon as you let up, they get comfortable. Ain't that savage? Chill. Child. Gavin Newsom better be careful. Drake might sue him too. Okay. Listen. Don't play with Gavin Newsom. This is the energy. Say it again, Zarvis. They not like us. They not like us. See, this is the energy that's been needed. All that, they go low, we go high. Man, fuck all that. I don't go high. Y'all see me. I don't. I've been matching MAGA energy from the get. I'm not going to try to rationalize with people that are irrational. You're voting for a reality TV star as president. So I already know that you're irrational. So guess what? I'm going to match your energy. I'm not going to even try to teach you shit. Who I'm supposed to be, fucking Google? That's why y'all hear me say I ain't Google. What I look like breaking my back to teach you to know right from wrong, good from bad. You wasn't taught. I know you wasn't. I know you ain't feral. You were raised by somebody. These are things you know. You just listen. I've told people one of the reasons why Donald Trump became so popular. He gave a lot of people a place to belong, a place to land. A place that they didn't feel ridiculed. A place that they didn't feel attacked. Well, I'll say this. Trump has a good way of making you feel like somebody coming to get you, but at the same way, you don't feel attacked. You understand where I'm coming from? That's all he did. He gave these people a home. They were pick-me's. All of them were pick-me's. Please, please, I need a place to be. They either weren't over here because they didn't feel smart enough to follow the conversation. Or they were over here because they didn't feel like they had the money to be in the room. Or they were over here because they didn't have the experience to be. You understand? Trump made them feel like they had a place to belong. They had a reason to be. Their life now had a meaning. Say it again, Cassie, but you can't legislate morality, but Republicans will try anyway. Anyway. Because that's what they do. Your party, a small government, because people are still running on the yesteryear mindset of what Republicans are. Republicans are not that. They are the party of big spending, big government, deficits. They are the party of being all up in your business. Listen, there's no government small enough to be in a woman's uterus. So it's big government. If they're in your uterus, they'll mind your uterus, right? But not mind what's in that man's pants. See, that little blue Cialis is more dangerous than your uterus. More dangerous than your uterus. That's a weapon of mass destruction. That fucking Cialis. That's where the weapon of mass destruction at. Because I look at it like this. Isn't Cialis gender affirming care? Think about it. Gender affirming care is wrong for everybody but straight hetero men in America. Straight hetero men can get hair transplants. They can wear makeup. They can get the medicines, you know, the treatments for the other stuff. But can't nobody else get gender affirming care but straight hetero men in America. Nobody says a word. But say, Cassie, it's DEI for, and listen, it's DEI for the balls. Say that again. And God said, let ye be of limp and little and to no rigidness. Yet you said, forget what God said. Look, now I believe in science. Wait a minute. So you don't believe in science when we talk about when life begins, right? But you do believe in science when all of a sudden that little guy in your pants stops working. Okay. All right. See how I told you they're fucking hypocrites? That's why I pointed out. They're hypocrites. They're liars. They're frauds. They're frauds. I don't understand. And listen, this is why I say to Democrats, you got to be hardcore in these fucking debates too. When they start talking about abortion, when Republicans start talking about that, you say, listen, you spend more time wanting to legislate the bodies of women. Well, how about we legislate the bodies of men too? Women don't get pregnant alone. We should be legislating men too. And if you believe that life begins at conception, right? We should be respecting life and anything that can create it. So men need to be legislated too by government. So they don't waste the ability to create life. Yep, call out men who pay for abortions. Use some stats. X amount of percentage of men pay for abortions too. Or better yet, I done told y'all the biggest thing. If you want to change abortion laws, ultimately women got to stop being intimate with men. Because men will show up and roll up on their congressman or their senator, they ain't getting no action. I guarantee you cash money on that shit. Let every man of America be deprived feminine energy. Shit. That's how you get your revolt. That's how you gonna get your revolt, beloved. Because them men gonna be like, listen, this some bullshit, man. We about to roll up to Washington, right? We about to roll up to Washington because this not working for us. Yep. That, and you got to pass laws that are just as fucking ridiculous. You got to pass laws that things like Cialis and all that other stuff are not accessible to men 55 and older. Period. Outlaw the sale of that stuff in those gas stations. Outlaw that shit. That's DEI. Eat your vegetables, beloved. Eat your protein. No supplements. Eat your protein, beloved. You'd be like, I had her climbing the walls. You wouldn't if you didn't make that stop at the gas station. Rhino had her climbing the walls, so you were just there. Okay. Hey, Trev, I'm doing well. Yourself? See, if you really want to talk about it, we got to talk about it and be consistent. See, that's the shit that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but we need to. It's a double standard. Exactly. No help for their dysfunctions. If your eggplant ain't working, that's God's will, beloved. That's God's will. See, I would look at it like every man is born with a maximum amount of strokes, right? However you get those strokes is on you. But once you hit that top, once you hit the last stroke, that's it, beloved. God said your work is done here. That's what I say. But of course, government would never say that. Why? Because most of those old dudes up there on the hill need them little blue pills too. I always say you want to look. They want to start doing new torture. Just when you capture them in, just give them Cialis and tie them to a chair. Take their eyes open and turn on and turn on Skinamax. Now that's how you make somebody suffer. That's how you make them suffer. That shit will be memorable. They be testifying in front of Congress. It was so difficult. Can you explain to us what they did to you? They tied me to a chair. They gave me some Cialis. And they tied me to a chair. And they made me watch Baywatch. That's the only way you're going to get these people to get it, man. You have to match their energy. Y'all see, I match energy. I match energy. And they're always like, and I'm always like, and did. If you can run around and say fuck everybody else's kids, fuck yours too. Yes, I did say Baywatch. Y'all know back in the day, little youngins and men used Baywatch. That was straight up alone time material. Stop playing with it. Stop playing with it. You had Pamela Anderson. You had Carmen Electra. Come on, stop. I remember them days. I remember them days. That's before David Hasselhoff started looking a little haggard. Not make them watch HBO After Dark. Listen. That's why I said I don't listen to that shit that conservatives say. It's all a hunk of mess that they just shovel shit. And they're running out of room because of Gavin Newsom. They're running out of room because of Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is forcing the conversation, not the Xena Warrior Princess. Now I'm going to tell you something else that Gavin Newsom did. I can't show it to you because it would be too small for you to see, but hold on, I'm going to read it to you. That was something else that made me howl. Newsom's team, yep, it was Farrah. She was on there too, because she used to be on Charles in Charge back in the day. Wasn't that the girl from Charles in Charge back in the day that ended up being on Baywatch? Look, I'm showing my age. Shut up, y'all. I'm showing my age, damn it. I'm showing my age. Hey, well, if he let Callie burn, why are you here? I'm the same way. Let it burn. Block them, turn. Bye. That was number 6. Hey, if you don't like our conversation, beloved, you don't have to be here. That's why I sent you packing, homie. I would hate for you to be here. This ain't where you want to be. I told y'all, that's another way that you get to conservatives. Don't allow them access to you. And when you do, be more MAGA than they are. Oh, him gone, Dimfo. Don't even waste your time. As soon as I saw, yeah, Nicole Eggert. She was also on Baywatch. I remember Nicole Eggert. I used to like her. She was another person I used to like. Now hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all something that's so. I'm trying to find the message because MAGA's crashing out. Tommy Landrin is now joining the crash out group. Oh, let me find it. Okay, here it is. Okay, so Tommy Landrin, she had tweeted something that says, because Gavin Newsom had been tweeting something. And then she wrote, "New lows unlocked by Gavin Newsom and his team of losers at the governor press office." So Gavin Newsom responds back, "Thank you, Nancy Mace, first of all." So Tommy Landrin responds back to that, "You're kidding me, right?" And he responds back, "You sound woke." Listen. That's how you get to MAGA. That's how you get to MAGA. Because nothing Tommy hates more than being called woke, right? So she's going to slowly back away from the comments. And stop, and she ain't say nothing else after they said that. I told y'all, this is how you get to MAGA. You know what I think? I think whoever's running the Twitter account for Gavin Newsom is the same people who run the Wendy's Twitter account. Because if you've ever seen the Wendy's Twitter account, you know Wendy's Twitter account, they drag everybody. Everybody. And they come from McDonald's regularly. I'm going to say it like Wendy said. Y'all know McDonald's patties be frozen first. Wendy's gives no fucks because they want to make very clear we don't freeze our ground beef, okay? Unlike the other place, they tell all the business. So Governor Newsom's office, I'm assuming this Wendy's person that controls the social media for Wendy's is working part-time for Governor Newsom. I'm just going to go with that. That's going to be my assumption that I'm going with for right now. Yeah, that's my assumption. But this is some of the best trolling, political trolling I have seen in Quiet as Kept in a long time. I'm going to show you another one his office put out. Hold on. I'm going to show you another one. And I'll read it to you. Y'all see this other one? Honey. He says, pro tip for Trump. If you want to master the deal, try walking in like you own the room. Now, y'all know why Gavin did this picture, right? Now, y'all remember when Barack Obama, I think it was Barack was president, and he went to go visit somebody at a state that after a disaster, and he flew and he walked out, and that lady somebody had their finger in his face. So Gavin did it too. Gavin made sure to do some nice, good photoshopping to do it too. That's why I love every minute. And of course, the Trumpers crashed out from it. Let them. This is what you have to do. This is the only way you're going to get the conversation that you want to have. Ooh, you know what? Gavin probably will wear a tan suit at some point. He probably will. But I love that Gavin Newsom's office stays their ass on Twitter, trolling the fuck out of Donald Trump the way Donald Trump trolls elected officials. Now he's getting trolled. You see Melania looking at Gavin. She's over there like, hello, Mr. Newsom. My name is Melania Trump, and I am looking for a husband after this one. That's what she said. And then, you know what Melania said? Wait a minute, there's so many to choose from. I have Justin Trudeau, I have Macron, and now I have Gavin Newsom. You can't, I gotta check out The Onion today. I've got to check out The Onion today. Not Melissa, she has a man in New York. Yeah, that's that extra security at Trump Tower. You said back in the day, the big way the KKK... Yep, the big way the KKK lost influence was to make fun of them. No, I didn't see what he said. Well, who said, dude? Who said that about states' rights, dude? Was that Gavin or Trump? I just love every minute of what Gavin is doing. This is some of the... Y'all, hold up. Let me show you one I saw last night. I ain't going to leave this up too long. Look at him with Melania. Look, y'all. He's about to issue that American... Look, I'm going to get off of that. I got to get off of that. Gavin was about to issue that vitamin D. Listen. This is some of the best shit ever, man. Aren't these shoes wonderful? I wanted a better picture that was closer in. His team, and look at the silhouette in the back with the maxi pad on the ear. Y'all like that? Y'all like the sanitary napkin on the ear in the back? I can't handle it. It's too much, Gavin. It's too much. What they say, fight back, Trump down. Not nerd alert, you almost thought you was a straight man. Hold on. I'm going to let y'all see it one more time. I'm sorry. I saw the shit last night and I howled. Look at it. Come on, man. Come on, man. We're going to ignore the fact that Melania has two hands. Ignore that. It's AI. It's AI. She has two hands on one arm. Ignore that part. Because this shit is golden. Gavin looking down on her like, I'm about to give you some of this California. That's what you're about to get. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. I love how in the picture though, Gavin has that physique, like they be trying to make Trump have the physique. You know what I mean? Like he big and strong. Did he say something when Putin put her out? Nope. Trump ain't say nothing, Too Pity. Said nothing. Trump said nothing. 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 Listen, Bucci, not about to put the liberty in. Listen. 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 Hold up, I gotta go back to, I'm sorry, this shit is hilarious. This shit is hilarious. Look at, and she looking at him like, Gavin, I'm waiting for you. Gavin. I've been watching you from Washington for years. I'm sorry. Look at bruh. No disrespect. Those quads on fleek though, Governor Newsom. I see you. Those quads are on fleek. Okay? You know that got him so upset. Trump seeing all of this. Okay? This is why I say, oh, hold on. I gotta show Savage's thing. Y'all see what Savage's saying? But see, Savages, you didn't see this other one. While I like this one, that ain't my favorite one. My favorite one, hands down, at this point now, is this one. Is this one. This is my favorite one. Because I still remember when Kendrick literally walked by and was like, say Drake. It was such perfect timing during the Super Bowl. Oh, and Kendrick has such a wonderful smile. So now, this is fucking with me today. This is messing with, that's why I said, when they go low, you are not required to go high. That shit did a disservice to Democrats. Because for some people, you got to meet them where they are. Trolling meets a lot of people where they are. Because you can use trolling as an opportunity to educate too. Oh, Maggie, you seeing that too on Fox News? Talking about Gavin Newsom need to grow up. Oh, no. Now, remember I showed y'all this picture the other day. Hold on, I'm going to show you this one again. Remember I showed you this. Wait, hold on, let me get to it. Remember I showed you this picture. Now, Newsom's office had tweeted this picture, right? And MAGA had said that it was blasphemous for him to share and do such a picture like that because it was mocking God and religion, right? So Governor Newsom's office, being the office that they are, they were like, you know what, you right. We posted the wrong thing. You're right, that is blasphemous. We meant to post this. Listen. If they had nothing to say about Trump tweeting himself as the fucking governor, I mean, as the Pope, how is Gavin Newsom wrong? And guess what? The people said nothing after that was tweeted. This is the best shit ever. What did I tell y'all? The only way to beat a troll is to troll. You got to match that energy. This is why trolls don't work with me. The trolling don't work with me because I got that same energy, if not more. So your trolling won't work, right? This is the best shit I've ever seen in a long time. Like, you're right. This is what we meant to put up. Since you thought it was blasphemous, the other thing we put up. Is this they say nothing. Yep, I love that Gavin Newsom ain't got nothing but time. Not only does he have time, Gavin actually works. You see what I'm saying? He actually does shit. You have to treat these people the way they behave. You can't treat them better than that. Treating them better doesn't get you anywhere. I also wanted, look, while I got you here, look, let me switch back to this. I'm going to go to this other picture again. Now, let's go here. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah, that was something else his office tweeted. Listen, Gavin won't stop. He won't stop. You know what? I think that the Gavin Newsom's office, they must have reached out to 50 Cent. You know how 50 Cent, he's a masterful troll, right? I think he reached out to 50 Cent. He said, man, listen, we trying to troll. What can we do? You see that ketchup on the ear? Hey, Russ, good morning. I know 50 voted for Trump. That's all the more reason. 50 voted for Trump because he's rich, so he wouldn't have to pay taxes. That's why I crack up at people still patronizing anything that 50 has. Because why the fuck would I put more money in his pocket? That's why I won't watch that damn War of the Worlds with Ice Cube. That and Rotten Tomatoes says it sucks. But I didn't forget about what the fuck he said about Kamala before the election. Fuck him. I'm not watching that shit. Ice Cube is my Sydney Sweeney. I'm not watching that shit. Yeah? I'm not watching that shit. Nope. I don't patronize nothing he does. Fuck him. Like, where are all those black men before the election that talked about how Kamala was going to lock up all these black men? Now Trump snatching black men, brown men off the streets. Where you at, Killer Mike? Where you at, Ice Cube? Where y'all at? Y'all quiet. Hello? Exactly. That was that fucking misogyny too. And that was also, y'all gotta understand, those people may be of color, they may be black, but they're rich first. And rich people are gonna do everything in their power not to pay fucking taxes. Even if it means convincing you and me not to vote for your own interests. Yep, they get rich off of our backs. I keep telling y'all, you can't have rich people without you. You make rich people rich. You are the job creator, not rich people. Rich people be lying, saying, we create the jobs. No, we create the jobs. Our demand creates the jobs. You're not going to hire people for jobs. If we're not there creating the demand. Fuck out of here. No, you don't. Look, I blocked another one. I just didn't say their name. I wanted them to see the white screen. They'll be back. They always come back. First of all, let me stop for a second and say thank you all so much. Listen, thank you all so much for the gifts, the likes, the shares. I appreciate all the engagement this morning. I appreciate it. No, they can't handle the truth. They also can't handle these Newsom memes. Say it again. Consumerism creates jobs. See, people, y'all done let Y'all done let rich people trick you into thinking they're creating jobs. No, ma'am, you're creating the jobs with your demand. Every time you go to those businesses and you spend money or you buy something, you create the jobs. Stop letting rich people tell you it's them. No, it's you. They're creating the jobs because of the demand. If there's no demand, there's no job created. Yep, and there's no such thing as trickle-down economics. I'm going to tell you how economics actually works. It works from the ground up. This is why I keep talking with y'all about the fact that this is really not about the rich taking us over. More so than it's about the people from the bottom up surrendering their power. Because you have way more power in this than you're giving yourself credit for. Way more power. Your power is in your wallet. Your power is in your wallet. Your power is in what you consume. Why do you think Hollywood suffers so bad? Because you watch Netflix. You watch regular old creators, somebody in their living room. You sitting on fucking TikTok with me. I don't work for a studio. They want you watching mainstream news. Why? Because then when you watch mainstream news, they can push those ads to sell you shit that you don't need. But it keeps you in the machine buying shit. Buy. I can't afford it. Buy it anyway. Put it on credit. Run up your credit. Be a slave to the debt. Because see, when you're a slave to the debt, then you got to be a slave to the job. See? Then rich people win again. Then they can do whatever they want to you. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? You understand? It's all a big circle. That's the real, that's the real circle of life. Yep, a lot of subliminal advertising, but y'all don't even notice it. Hell, the news, think about it. I'm going to tell you something else you noticed it, but you didn't think hard enough on it. The news sometimes will invite people on for movies that are coming out to sell you on the movie before the movie even come out. Yeah, they come right on the news to talk to you about it. Because, see, they're trying to get your money in any way that they can get it. This is why also, too, they work so hard to destroy social media. Social media has leveled the playing field again. The common man up against the big corporations and conglomerates. So now they're trying to change the rules again. Remember, that's how come TikTok was such a threat. It ain't had shit to do with national security. Ultimately, it wasn't really about national security and privacy, more so than TikTok had more influence than your own media. It had more influence than your own media, and your government had no control over it. Boom. But now it does. Thus why your TikTok is changing. See? You're learning too much. You're waking up. When conservatives always used to say to you, when they would say you woke, I would say, and I still say this, what is the opposite of woke, y'all? To be sleep. So conservatives want you to be sleep. Well, why would my elected official want me to be sleep? Because when I'm asleep, I'm going to show you why. I found this picture the other day too and was like, oh, this is perfect. That's why they want you sleep. Oh, then you can't even see it, but you can see it enough. You see that? That's why they want you sleep. Because see, when you sleep, I can pick your fucking pockets. You got me? When you sleep, I can pick your pockets. I can pick your pockets when you sleep. And that's what conservatives like to do. That's why they like to tell you what to think. You don't worry about nothing. We'll take care of everything. Everything is whatever they want to take care of. Yet Republicans are intimidated by woke. I'll tell you an example. Right now in Texas, they are holding, they technically have kidnapped a Democrat. She is not allowed to leave that Texas house without signing an agreement that says a police officer has to be with her at all times so they can keep tabs on her. That's a police state. That's a police state. But Republicans are doing this. The party of small government wants police officers to escort Democratic elected officials everywhere they go to keep tabs on them. Okay. Okay. And it's one lone black woman up there. Because she said, I'm not signing that shit. I'm not signing that shit. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I'm not signing that. You're not taking away my rights. I have been duly elected by my constituents in my district. Fuck you, Abbott and Republicans, because that's who's doing it. Yep, her name's Nicole Collier. It's an example of, again, if the system thinks it can do, because again, if they can do it to elected officials, what you think they're going to do to you? What do you think they're really going to do to you if they can do it to her? You're not special. They're going to do it to you too. And let me stop for a second and say good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining this morning. I appreciate you being here. All I ask when you come through is tap that like button for me and hit the copy link button for me. You don't even have to send it to anybody, but it does count as a share for TikTok. And if you like these conversations and you want to hear some unfiltered conversations, click the link in my bio and come on over and hang out with us on Patreon. Free membership, come on over. Come on over and check us out. Now, I saw somebody talk about Trump with the mail-in voting. Trump did say yesterday, he said that the lawyers at the White House are drafting an EO to get rid of mail-in voting. Y'all got to understand, it's not just Trump. See, if Republican Congress, I'm going to explain it to you like this. If a Democrat did that while Republicans had control everything, they would pass a law to override any EO that was written. But notice how Republicans aren't doing that because they agree with it. But it's a way for them to hide. See, they can hide behind Trump. Because while you're mad, yelling and screaming at Trump, you don't pay attention to what Congress is doing. And they're secretly and quietly passing laws that actually have more impact on your life. That's what they're doing. But Republicans are letting them do all of this shit. He's not doing it alone. This is an orchestrated effort. And now y'all know, I've been saying for decades that Republicans, to me, technically, this is my opinion, that some of them, the new age ones like the Tea Parties, the MAGAs, that they're more enemies of the states than patriots. Enemies of the state than patriots. Because even old school Republicans, even if they didn't disagree, they still cared about making America a great place. That's not how conservatives are now. Conservatives now want to infuse their religion into your government and force you to live under a theocracy. They want you to live according to their religious beliefs, but they're not even religious. They're not even religious. But they want you to live according to what that book says that they don't even read nor follow. Remember, I told you, and if you don't believe me, that Kim Davis lady that's suing because she sued again to overturn gay marriage. She's on her fourth marriage. She just like Trump. She on her fourth marriage. She has multiple kids by multiple different men. But she says it's against her religion for gay people to get married. But it ain't against your religion for you to have all them fucking kids by different men and marry all those different men. Trump says he's never asked God for forgiveness. That's what he said, which means he don't believe in God or religion. Remember when he said, I've read 2 Corinthians. Listen, Trump's a joke and so is Kim Davis. But nobody wants to say the quiet part out loud. They should be. She's on her 4th fucking marriage. How you gonna talk about somebody else getting married? How? She should have been denied a license after the first one. After the first one. Multiple kids by multiple different men. What are we doing? You like, look, Dr. Africa, look, I got a new one for you. You like that picture? Watch this one. Yep, I remember when he had the Bible upside down. I bet you every time Trump walks in the church, he's like, it burns, it burns. He don't care about no church. He don't care about no church, no God, no none of that. He don't care about none of that stuff. None of it. All Trump cares about is money and power. And what Trump realizes is religion is power. And you know how, remember that movie? Remember we talked about the Book of Eli, right? And remember how Gary Oldman, he wanted that book that Denzel had so bad. Why? Because he knew it was religion. And what did he say? I can control everybody with that book. Because he even knew religion is power. Religion is power. It keeps people obedient. It keeps people in check. He knew it. And Trump knows it too. He may not be religious, but he understands the power that religion has on people. I'm going to tell you who else not really a Christian or religious. That damn Paula White. Because she's a part of the White House, like some type of religious office or something that they have. Bitch, you can't be religious. You're working with Trump, who's not fucking religious. Fuck out of here. They're frauds and they're fakes. They're frauds and fakes. This is why I be trying to make it clear to y'all. These people are liars. They're liars. Nuh-uh. Hold up, boys, you. I gotta read that. Boys, you said Trump owning a beauty pageant is the same as Michael Vick owning pet stores in 2007. Listen. Because now it make it all, when you look at the Epstein stuff and the fact that Donald Trump was so entrenched in beauty pageants, now it makes more sense, doesn't it? Now it makes more sense, doesn't it? Let me stop for a second. Good morning to everybody. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Tuesday. I appreciate you being here, beautiful and handsome, and know that you're going to have a wonderful and beautiful day. That's what I'm going to say about that. But as we continue, just want to let you all know. Thank you so much. All I ask is for you to do a couple things to be here. Tap that like button for me because it helps to boost my live, and hit the copy link button. You don't even have to send it to anybody. No, nerd alert, I haven't seen the JonBenet Ramsey photo. Posted in my Patreon, in the chat room. Because I get memes out of there. Lori be posting some good memes. Oh! Lori, I just saw the one you put up there with the snake oil. Listen! Because I didn't go in there before I came on here this morning. Listen, and I forgot to pull the Putin one from yesterday. I'm going to pull it today, though. I'm going to have that sucker today. I'm going to have that sucker today. Yeah, but I'm just going, y'all got to look at the hypocrisy of it all. And while they're playing with all of our lives, right? Understand, we're losing. Now, Bank of America is saying that there's an alert that the dollar is continuing to lose value. That's a problem, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but if this shit here in America goes to hell in a handbasket, I ain't gonna say really, I don't have the resources to pick up everything and just move to another country. I'm not fucking Rosie O'Donnell. You understand? Thank you, Charlie. I was catching it too. Look, we got another one. Bye. Bliggity block. Not here. We don't allow it. Yeah, I don't have the resources to just pick up and move to another country. You understand? I don't have it. Oh, Zarvis, we've been in a recession. We're in a recession when you got $6 potato chips, $8 potato chips, $12 eggs, $20 ground beef. Yeah, you're gonna be in but it's gonna be worse than a recession. I told y'all, because most people do not know that a lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot of people have been living high on the hog for a minute because things were so cheap and there was money flowing around. That shit is slowed down now. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people not making the money they used to. Government, and see all them stimulus checks y'all got last time. Y'all not getting no stimulus checks this time. See, last time you had Democrats around. You're not getting no stimulus checks. Why would they give regular people money? So they ain't gonna give you no stimulus check. So when you can't go to work this time, when you lose your job this time, you on your fucking own. I guarantee you cash money on that. I guarantee, because last time Trump won, government was still somewhat functioning the way it should. With Trump too, it is not. It's not. But can I tell you, listen, I don't like what's happening, but I love that rural communities are getting hit the hardest. Do you know how I sleep just imagining the cries and the sobs of MAGA in the Midwest going, why are we suffering so bad? We ain't got enough groceries for this, sweet Tom. And I'm at home like, what will I eat now? Options. That's how I feel. But you know what, Just Bites? I'm okay with the rural community still supporting Trump. I am. Everybody's going to support Trump up until they become desperate. And my ass is going to fall right up under those videos, laughing, sipping my tea, not donating. I'm not giving shit. You understand? I'm so cutthroat with it. If I think that you're a part of that shit and you pop up on my For You page, I'm going after a second, because I'm not staying because I know if I stay for 2 seconds or more, you get credit for the view. I won't give you that. I'm not putting no money in your pocket. Get your views from MAGA. Where are those black MAGA people at? You remember before the election, all the black MAGA people with their MAGA hats? What happened to them? I know what happened. Them fucking views dropped off. They didn't need your ass no more. Them views dropped off. So then they took their hat off and they decided, you can't come up in our thing anymore. And I'm going to tell you something else that Democrats are starting to do. They're starting to call Gavin Newsom Daddy Newsom. Because it gets the Trumpers to go, you're calling him Daddy Newsom. You call Trump Daddy. He's not. We shouldn't be calling him Daddy. I thought we were supposed to call our politicians Daddy and stuff. I'm telling you, when you match their energy, they don't know how to receive that. Okay, you said your best friend of 30 years is a black female became MAGA. I can understand it, Kirby. Want me to tell you how it happened, Kirby? I'm going to tell you how it happened. It happened because she's a pick-me. She's a pick-me. She's a person who, because as a black person, we've seen these people in our community a many a time, right? Where she's a person where she feels like she was wronged in some way by black people. And for whatever reason, because of that personal experience, she holds all black people accountable for her personal experience. And it probably usually starts at home. She got some family issues, some mama, some daddy issues. I'm just telling you, that's how I start. You know, that's how I start. That's how it starts. I'm worse than you, Willie. and that's why they're doing it. That's ultimately why they do it, Kirby. Because it helps them feel like they belong. Oh, and I spoke about the Nicole Collier thing. I said it was wrong. I said Republicans are the party of big government, and folks need to wake up and pay attention. It's a police state. She's been kidnapped. See, y'all try to be gentle with it. She's being held against her will. That's called kidnapping. If somebody tried to leave the room and you put your arm up over the door to block them, you would be, thank you, Dr. Africa, you would be accused of false imprisonment. If that person called the police on you, you would 9 times out of 10 be arrested. There's no difference when your government is doing it to you. Oh, you were friends with a black Trumper? Yeah, I don't know any. I'm gonna tell you something I noticed before the election. I noticed it was a certain type of black person that became a Trumper. I'm gonna just tell you what I noticed. And it was the type of black person that's weak-minded in many ways, right? They're also looking for a place to belong, right? They're also looking for a place to belong. They feel somehow, some way they've been wronged by black people, but they're black, see? Their family is black, so they're going to always see black people. See what I'm saying? It's not like they can run from the blacks, right? Because they're one of them, right? Right, they're lonely. That's the other thing. They're lonely. So, and y'all got to understand the pandemic, a lot of people were lonely and got radicalized during the pandemic, and it just got worse over time. You understand? It just got worse over time. It got worse. So for a lot of people, a lot of it is lack of companionship. A lot of it is they're insecure and they need a place to belong. And Trump made them feel like they had a place to belong, but they're really insecure. Because notice how these same people, they'll say liberals are sheep. But the only people following somebody and not caring what happens are them. That's it. That's it. Everything that they accuse you of being is who they are. They don't want to deal with that. So they talk about everything under the sun but that. But they will follow Trump wherever. And they'll follow him because it gives them a reason to be. They now have a purpose with their life. For many of them, they had no purpose. All they did was sit at home. Think of it. A lot of them are on public assistance. A lot of them are on food stamps, Medicaid, Medicare, housing assistance. So imagine how long your day is just watching TV. See, that's the part we ain't never think about, you know. People who want to be a part of society but can't figure out how to do it because they don't have much education. Because the education system they had access to wasn't very good. Their parents weren't really good, right? Follow my logic here. Over time, you get angry. Over time, you feel like you were left behind. Nobody's speaking for you. Nobody's talking to you. And then this old guy comes along. And he starts saying stuff that, you know, some of it sounds right. All of it doesn't, but some of it sounds right. And then eventually he taps into saying things that really resonate with you because nobody's ever spoken for you. Nobody seems to care about what you're going through. Right? And you latch your claws into that and you just hang on for the ride because that was the one person that spoke for you. When he really doesn't speak for you at all. He's just a rich guy blowing smoke up your ass. That's all. Say it again. Reverend Cain from Poltergeist. God is in his holy temple. Stop playing with me. Be silent now. Don't play with me. That creepy ass old man. Come on, Carol. Let me in, Carol. No. Not letting you in. The fuck? That's when Pop almost let him in the door. I mean, when Daddy almost let him in and Carol Ann snapped him out of it. Yeah, I know the song. Listen, I have watched Poltergeist movies so much. Listen, back when I was growing up, we only had HBO and Showtime. Cinemax didn't come along till later. Listen, I'm old. Okay? Back when I was coming up, cable only had HBO, Showtime, Nickelodeon. I don't even remember what the other channel was, but they would play the hell out of Poltergeist and Poltergeist 2, Rocky, Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3. How you think I know Rocky movies so well? Because that was one of the movies they had that they could show a lot repeatedly, like constantly. This is why we know some of these movies by heart, because they came on so much. Yep, or AMC. They came on so much. So that's why I know. Yep, that's why I know those movies so well. Because they came on so much. Stand By Me. Stand By Me was a movie that came on so much on HBO. I know Stand By Me so damn well, it ain't even funny. Because, you know, back in the day, there wasn't too many movies they had. Yep, Nightmare on Elm Street came on a lot. Because it wasn't, yeah, we didn't have 700 channels like y'all do. See, here y'all young people again think we got everything. We ain't have 700 channels. We had like 5, and it was called cable. Because most of the cables on channel were snow channels. Like, it didn't do nothing. It was just, you know, you couldn't see nothing on it. Yep, and Little Shop of Horrors. That's why I know Little Shop of Horrors so much. Shang-a-ling, want everything to be happening. Stop playing with me. Look out, look out, look out, look out. Shang-a-ling, everybody say, stop playing with me. That's how come I know that. Look, I even know the damn choreography. Yeah. La la la. Stop right where you are. Don't you move a thing. You better stop playing with me. I've seen the movie too many fucking times. They was on the balcony when they did that part. It was Tisha Campbell and Tashina Arnold up there. Tell your mama something's gonna get her. She better, everybody better beware. Come on, little shop. Don't play with me. That's when they walking through the thing. Don't play with me. I done seen that movie. To be a dentist, you have to run up on if you may. Stop playing with me. Steve Martin was brilliant in that movie. To be a dentist, you'll be a success. Stop playing with me. Listen, let me stop showing my age. Let me stop showing, because we didn't have the internet. We didn't have the internet, okay? We had a couple cable channels, regular TV, and outside. Oh, don't get me started on Suddenly Seymour. That woman, she sang her ass off in that movie. That Broadway lady, she sang her ass off in that movie. I could never sing the song, but I was always at home lip syncing like, I'm sorry, doctor. I'm sorry, doctor. Out of nowhere, you just be in there, I'm sorry, doctor. I'm sorry, doctor. I've seen that movie way too many times. Way too many times. I was in here, something was on the TV the other night, and I was saying it word for word. And I said out loud to myself, you've seen this movie too many times. I was watching The Perfect Storm. I've seen that too many times. It's not your boy out there, it's my boy. Listen, too many times. Too many times. I watch movies a lot. I told you I love movies. Oh man, I remember The Last Dragon. Look, I got The Last Dragon curls this morning. Listen, you see them curls? Stop playing with it. I have The Last Dragon curls this morning. Show enough. Stop playing with it. I might dress up as Sure Enough for Halloween this year. Cause my hair is short enough in the middle that if I do the ponytail wig, if I do that big wig, oh, it'll look real nice. Real nice. Good morning, Ashley. Yeah, so I may do that. But I'm listen, Zarvis. Who is the master? Stop playing with me, y'all. Stop playing with me. I've seen movies. Listen, I love movies, and if I love a movie, I will watch it. Look, I'll be the prettiest show now. Listen. I better not go to Florida though and go in the women's bathroom. They'll lock my ass up. Deep voice and a Sure Enough costume. That's a man, baby. Yeah. Yeah. They just wouldn't be down with it. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But it made me think of that when y'all said that. I'm like, man, that takes me back to memories. That's back when cable only showed the same movies over and over. Yes, I done seen Karate Kid so many fucking times. Wax on, Daniel-san. Wax off. And I don't even like Ralph Macchiano anymore. I don't like him anymore. Because he's a Trumper too, right? So I don't like him. But I still will watch fucking Karate Kid. Because of Pat Morita, I'll still watch that shit. I'll still watch that shit. I remember Super TV. Crystal, stop playing with me, girl. You know I'm old enough for Super TV. Yeah, he's MAGA. Charles in Charge is MAGA too. The nerve of him. The nerve of Chachi to try to be MAGA, considering like it's not like he was setting the world on fire with his acting. Now I ain't gonna lie, I used to like Charles in Charge though. Yeah, I called him Chachi. Look, I'm showing my age so bad. Jesus. Oh, I might as well just go ahead and say Joni loves Chachi. Because we all know, yep, Dean Cain is super MAGA too. Dean Cain signed up for ICE. And you know what's funny? That lets you know he broke. But if you've seen him, he's no Superman. He's super swole. Super bloated. But he ain't no Superman. Okay? And say it again, Russ. Cable will run the same movie on 2 channels. Yep. They would just keep running. So you just had to learn them. You learned the movies because you saw them enough. Okay. Y'all tell me what movie is this from? What movie is this from? Hey, you. Why don't you come over here with me? I'll show you what a real man look like. What movie is that from? What movie is that from? Come on. I know if you're my age group, you've seen that movie so many. Thank you, Rocky 3. Thank you. That's what Mr. T. That's what Mr. T told Adrian. He like, listen, girl. I know he ain't giving you what I can give you. Oh, Rock lost his shit on that one. That was Clubber Lang. Yep, that's Rock lost his shit on that one. He said, hold up, did you just proposition my fucking wife in front of me? And did. Yep, we used to watch Dukes of Hazzard. Adrian was like this, like, well, now that I think about it. Then when she saw Rock look at Adrian, was like, I'm offended. Girl, you wasn't offended. We saw you, sis. We saw you, sis. See, the real tea is Adrian's not dead. She's just somewhere laid up with Clubber Lang. Rock just ain't know that. That's all. He just didn't know that. But because those were the only movies that came on table. What's this from? If he dies, he dies. What movie is that? I know y'all know what movie it is. I know you know what movie it is. Rocky 4, yes. Linda, you got to be specific. With my man Drago. That's why still to this day, I am a Dolph Lundgren fan. No matter what movie Dolph is in, I am watching. Oh, I used to love me some Dukes of Hazzard. I used to love me some Dukes of Hazzard. Stop playing me. Me and my cousins, we would just watch movies a lot. Oh, Drago was delicious. Drago's still delicious to watch. But Rocky 4 was also where I fell in love with whatchamacallit. What's her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Because at the time, Sylvester Stallone was married to her, Brigitte Nielsen. At the time of Rocky 4, Sylvester Stallone was married to Brigitte. And Brigitte was a tall glass of water back in the day. Do you understand? It wasn't too many blondes that fucking tall that could act and could be a little tough and get physical. Like Brigitte was like the beginning of that. Brigitte was the beginning of that. I used to watch Rambo a lot. Rambo came on all the time. I still watch Rambo. Rambo was just on cable like last week. And I was in here arguing. Because that Brian Dennehy, remember back in the day, Brian Dennehy was always the bad guy in movies. I know y'all remember Brian Dennehy. Brian Dennehy was always the bad guys in movies. Always the bad guy in movies. Brian Dennehy. Always. Always. And I was mad, fussing at the TV. I was like, why don't y'all just leave this guy alone, man? He's just coming through town. The fucking man can't even come through town. And I was like, tear it down, Rambo. Handle your business. And I sat there and watched it as if I hadn't seen that movie 10 million times. Stallone is a Trump supporter too. Damn, Rock. Damn, Rock. Mick would be so upset at that. Mick would be so upset at that. Oh, damn, yeah. I'm done with Rock then too, man. I'm done with Rock too, because that means Rock supports racism, sexism, yeah. Oh, well, another one bites the dust. It is what it is. If that's the case, gotta go. Look, I'm about to hit him with the Quentin Tarantino. Okay, I'm going to hit where'd this line from? What movie this from? What happened to your ass, man? You used to be beautiful. What movie that's from? What happened to you, man? You used to be beautiful. Come on. Those of you who say you know more. Thank you, Pulp Fiction. You got to know your movies, man. Oh, here's another one. He say, listen, man, didn't I go down there and bail you? No, I ain't gonna do that one. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Ooh, I ain't never seen this spot before. This is nice. When you know about this? Oh, I come through here all the time. I do. How you doing here? Oh, I do. All right, man. Shit, I know you do more than I. You coming here on a Saturday night, man? I know you pulling them like crazy. What movie that's from? Or better yet, I'll just say this. This is from that movie. Forgot to wash your hands. Nope, it's not Cheers. Forgot to wash your hands. Y'all don't know what movie that's from. Jackie Brown. Thank you. Thank you. Come on now. Y'all not watching movies if y'all not paying attention to these little intricacies. If y'all not paying attention to these little intricacies. I told you I love movies. And because Quentin Tarantino writes such great he writes such great dialogue, how can you not like it? Hey, man, I want to ask you something. You trust Melanie, man? Oh, she tried to turn you against me? Yeah, man, when you left, he said, listen, man, listen. One thing I know about Melanie, man, I don't need to trust her. Because Melanie gonna be Melanie. That always stuck with me. That line always stuck with me in my life. It stuck with me. Because it was like, when you know somebody really well, it isn't about trust anymore. You already know what they're going to do. So when they're predictable and you know what they're going to do, you already know how you should behave and how you should act. So if they surprise you, it's not them, it's you. Man, that line always stuck with me, honey. That line always stuck with me. You never watched Jackie Brown all the way through? Oh, are you serious? Oh, Jackie Brown is a fucking masterpiece. Oh, that movie's a masterpiece from a dialogue perspective. Just the dialogue alone is enough to keep you in that movie. And Sam Jackson was masterful in that fucking movie. Ordell Roby was the man. Ordell was the man in that movie. Yes, Jackie Brown has so many great one-liners. Like, I'm going to use a story. He said, listen, I hate to be the nigga that do a nigga a favor and then ask for another favor, but tonight, I got to be that kind of nigga. Damn, Sam. Damn, Ordell. Chris like, all right, I'll go with you, man. I'll go with you. You like that Gavin and that Kendrick meme? Man, I tell you, I'm going to tell you, listen, what movie is this from? Because look, I got to start wrapping up soon. You guards, I want you, I'm going to hold this. I want you to take these cheap motherfuckers and wash your ass with them. What movie is that from? See, this let me know if y'all watch movies or not. What movie is that from? This lets me know if you really watch movies like I watch movies. I know y'all thinking. You're thinking. What movie is that from? It's from a movie, a classic movie at that. I know because I've seen this movie like 10 million times. Nope, it's not Pulp Fiction. It's older than that. And right after he says, you guards, I want you to take these cheap motherfuckers and wash your ass with them. The guy says, you'll be back. You'll be back. I'm not going to say the character's name that he says. Y'all don't know this movie? Nope, it's not Godfather. Okay, I'm going to give you another. Okay, I'm trying to think of another. Nope, it's not Harlem Nights. Okay, here's another scene from that same movie. You need to pay me my money. Bitch, I'm not paying you nothing. You need to pay me. I am King Dingalang. Listen. Y'all don't know what color purple knows. That's from Dolomite. Y'all never watched Dolomite. Thank you, Zarvis. Y'all don't be watching no movies like I be watching movies. Way down in the jungle deep. Stop playing with me. With Hamburger Pimp. Hamburger Pimp walking up on Dolomite, man. You might give me some money, man, so I can get myself a hamburger. Yeah, Zarvis, you had to think, but you knew you heard it before. You knew you heard it before. And see, you got the Dolomite. Now, come on, Define. You got the Dolomite collection and you couldn't remember. Come on now. Oh, man, you got it. Dolomite is hilariously good. Bad. Like, it's a bad, good movie. That's how I look at Dolomite. It's one of those bad, good movies. You know what I mean? And Dolomite is that. I love me some Dolomite. Oh, I love me some Dolomite. You never heard of Dolomite? Oh, with Rudy Ray Moore. Oh, that movie is good. That's an old school black exploitation flick. Old school black exploitation flick, but one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Hands down. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. But if you've never seen it, watch that movie. You will laugh at it. If for nothing but the fashions. But that one scene about the guy saying, bitch, you should be paying me. Oh, that's in Dolomite. That's there. That is in the movie. It literally is. She's like, you need to pay me my money. He said, I'm not paying you shit. You should be paying me, bitch. I'm King Dingalang. I always remembered it. I've seen Dolomite so many times. That's how come I know the lines. Watch it or Eddie. Yep. Eddie Murphy stuff. A lot of Eddie. If I had to pick my favorite Eddie Murphy movie, like for people who like Eddie movies, ooh, this is a tough one. Ooh. I don't know if I could pick one. You say 48 Hours. Yeah, 40. Nick Nolte was so good in that. He was so good. They were really good in that. Because I'm torn between Trading Places and fucking Beverly Hills Cop. Because it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite Eddie movie. If you haven't seen Dolomite Is My Name, y'all should see that. Because Eddie, that was a good movie. And Quiet as Kept, that new movie he got, The Pickup, that shit is hilarious. That shit is hilarious with Pete Davidson and Keke Palmer. Oh, that shit is hilarious. Oh, I love me some Boomerang. Unbelievable. That was a good movie too. That was a good movie. But honestly, if I had to say, I'm torn between Beverly Hills Cop and Boomerang, or Life. Because, but then I got Distinguished Gentleman. It's just too many movies to choose, y'all. It's too many. I can't. It's too many. It's too many. Eddie got so many movies that he's done. They break it out by genre because they can't just show you everything. Yeah, Life was good. He was good, and Life was good. But see, Eddie's done more than one movie with Martin Lawrence. See, for those of us who've been following Eddie forever, Martin Lawrence was in Boomerang. But his role, he was one of the friends in Boomerang. But then when they got back together and they did Life together, we were so happy because it was like, damn, it's been so long since y'all did a movie together. Quiet as kept. Eddie needs to do another movie with David Alan Grier. It should be David Alan Grier, Martin, and Eddie. Because they were really good together in Boomerang. At least my damn woman ain't leaving me for no damn guardian angel. Oh man, Boomerang is such a great movie. That movie has such great quips. When Tashina Arnold, Tisha Campbell, when she trying to talk to Eddie, and she's like, "Oh, she broke your heart," and she says, "Some motherfuckers don't know a good thing when staring them right in the face. Leap your punk ass over the ledge, then fuck ya." I done told you I done seen this movie too many times. It was so just matter of fact. She went from being so nice. He said, "I wouldn't come over to your house and have tea even if Jesus was pouring." Listen. He said, "Bitch, I'm not coming over there. I hit that when I first moved in. Never again." Girlfriend, yoo-hoo, same height, same size, doggy style. I've seen that movie too many times. I've seen it too many times. Hey, Marcus, while you're up, can you grab me a beer? Man, that movie was so fucking good. That was during the time of Robin Givens. Oh, she could snatch your soul by looking at you. Robin Givens had body yaddy yaddy, had face, and she still look good. It's not that Robin Givens don't still look good. She does. But can I say, my favorite movie with Robin Givens in it, though, is Head of State. My gas darling. Listen, as it's gotten older, it just gets deeper. She was hitting that shit. Oh, she was hitting that shit so good in that movie. My gas darling. And Marcus like, he hit it though anyway. He hit it. But I'm telling you, if you want to see Robin Givens in something really funny, watch her in Head of State with Chris Rock and Bernie Mac. She is so good about that. She is so good in that damn movie. She's so good in that movie. Her comedic timing is so good in that movie. Robin Givens don't get her flowers for how good she is at comedy. Because she is very good at comedy. Another movie, A Rage in Harlem. Oh, she was so good in A Rage in Harlem. Y'all remember A Rage in Harlem? Oh, that brought back memories with Forrest Whitaker. Y'all remember that movie? Ooh, Robin Givens was so good in that movie. I hated her for so long after that movie because she was so good and I was so mad. But that movie was so good. Yeah, because that guy, Bajha Dojola, he was always a bad person in movies and he was always scary as fucking fuck. He was always scary. That dude was scary in movies. He played Slim in the movie. He was scary as hell in that movie. Yeah, he passed away in 2005. That guy was a great actor. He had a great commanding voice. And anytime he came into a scene, he was going to steal it. I love this guy. I didn't know he had passed away. That explains why I haven't seen him in anything in many, many years. He was a great actor. But A Rage in Harlem, if you've never seen A Rage in Harlem, say it again. Pop goes the weasel. Listen, that was a great movie. If you have never seen A Rage in Harlem, watch that movie. Watch that movie. That is a fabulous, fabulous movie. It came out in 1991. Yep, 1991 is when it came out. Trust me. Yeah, Sugar Hill, another great movie. Yeah, Sugar Hill's a great movie. Great movie. That's another great movie. And as we talk about, as we say movies, I got time to segue into this. Listen, for those of you, you love this conversation that we have, come on over to the Patreon where we have a lot of unfiltered conversations. We just ended our poll. Ends, I think it's over with because it ends supposed to end today. Hold on, let me see if it's still active. Because if it is, y'all need to vote. Okay, our poll is still active for 9 hours. You need to go and vote in the movie poll because we watch movies every month too in this community. And then we come back and we discuss them. So we got about, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 movies on the list. We got 9 votes. We got a two-way tie popping right now between 2 of them. So get on there and vote. My name, everything, for the most part, Crystal, but if you click the link in my bio, you'll go to a page and all my links are on that one page. It's not a link tree because I'm not paying for Linktree. I just built the web page and put all my links on there because it was easier. It was easier. I could register a domain for $5 for 2 years, or I could pay Linktree every month. I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I thank you all for joining me today. And, you know, I appreciate you being here like I always do. Thank you for the likes. We got 60K likes this morning. We got 75 shares this morning. We had great engagement this morning. I told you I was getting on early because I have a doctor's appointment this morning that I got to get to today. So I thank you so much. I'm going to continue to do my research on stuff today. I've already put up some videos on stuff, especially if you're a person that was trying to get student loan forgiveness. You need to watch that video I put up this morning because the federal government has put in rulemaking, proposed rules of how they want to change student loans. Now, I want to give y'all a trick on something. The law, the rules, when the government presents rules to change things, they can't just change it. They have to go through a rulemaking process, right? That rulemaking process requires them to put the new rules that they're proposing on this thing called the Federal Register. It is a website any of us can visit. You can go on that website because they're required by law to let the public have access to the rules that they're proposing and give feedback. If you want to slow down the process, this is called malicious compliance. I'm telling you how to do malicious compliance here so you can have more time before they change the student loan rules. Say it again, ECFR. If you want to do malicious compliance, go to the Federal Register. Find those rules, the student loan rules that they're proposing, and comment on the rules. The government is required to comb through each and every fucking comment. Respond to comments. They can't, so it drags out the process. I know because I used to have to publish SORNs. And nothing would get my goat more than a public fucking comment. Because when the public had comments, we had to read them and consider them, and it might spark changes, and we'd have to start over again. I'm telling you how to be malicious compliant, how to do malicious compliance for student loans to slow down the changes. Take your ass to the Federal Register, okay? And I'll make a video on that today to let people know this is how you can change some stuff as long as you can for you know, because again, malicious compliance is how you change things. And the website for Federal Register is federalregister.gov. And you can search student loans. Okay? I love you guys. I want to let you know I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters because I do this at the end of all my lives. I can't say it to everybody because it would take too much time, but no, I appreciate you for being here, okay? Number 1, handsome Russ Nelson. Thank you so much, handsome. Number 2, beautiful, my dog is Charlie. Thank you for your moderation help today, beautiful. Number 3, beautiful Lily. Number 4, beautiful Lori. Number 5, beautiful dude. And a special shout out to number 6, beautiful Wendy. Thank you all so much. I will be back on here live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget that. Remember, if you want to be a part of more unfiltered, because I can't say everything I want to say here, but you want to be a part of unfiltered conversations, come on over and check out the Patreon. It's free to join. The link is in my bio. Check out the Straight No Chaser podcast. New episodes pop, multiple days a week. A new episode popped on, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, where I talked to immigrants to say, don't assimilate. Don't. Be you. Lean into your secret sauce. I love you all. I'll see you this afternoon. And I'm going to tell you like I always tell you, don't let nobody live rent-free in your head. Don't feed the trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace, you all. I'll see you at 5 o'clock. Bye-bye.